Good morning, good morning, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, all the country in Europe, wherever you are watching me from. Good morning, America. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I'm right now on the YouTube. I'm right now on Facebook. I'm right now on Instagram. Why do we do that? We're doing that to connect as many opportunities God gives us. Today, it's another wonderful day that you don't want to miss. Remember, Talk to Life is a platform where we let you know what God has provided for you, and we let you know what you can do to lay hold on those things that God has provided and much more for you to move forward in life. We've started Talk to Life first day in the month of June, and we've done throughout June, and this is July, the third day. So thank you for joining me, all the people that we have been supporting. I say thank you. So today I'll be sharing with you on something powerful. It is called WORK. If you can help me pronounce together, everybody. Work. Yes. If you are watching me right now, wherever you are watching me from, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you can just do this for me, we're trying to look for a better time for everybody. So if you can just type where you are watching from so I can put that in place, we're going to want to make an adjustment to our time. So while we're still doing that, we're going to go on a short break right now. And when we come back, I'm going to start unveiling the secret of work. That's what we are talking about. So are you on YouTube? Add me up on Facebook, Rotimi Adedokun. And are you on Instagram? Follow us on YouTube. Wherever you are watching from, just know YouTube is, go for NewDawnTV. New and done is the same one word, and TV is separate. So you're gonna see me live there right now. So let's do that, and we'll be right back to proceed on the subject of work. Remember, help us to send where you are watching from, the country, not the city. Just tell us the country, then we can figure out a good time for everybody. Thank you. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I saw my good friend doing Israel on Instagram. Thank you, doing, for connecting. I celebrate you and your husband, your family. You've been such an helpful friend for me, even when I've not have a meaning for my life. You're there. And I still thank God that we're still connected. My regards to mommy, I was trying to ask about our welfare. Maybe after the program, I might text you or send a message. So, another person on YouTube said they are watching from England. Look at that. I like that. Yeah, London, UK. Yes, where are the African friends? So, somebody has responded on YouTube and somebody has responded on Instagram. So, today, let's get to business. Today I'll be sharing with you on the subject of work, WORK. And today, remember, is the 3rd of July 2020. I'm going to give you definitions, 3 types of work that I know of. I'm going to give you things to know about work, some nuggets of work, and what to do to keep yourself at work. But I have like 3 definitions or 4 definitions here. Let me start with that. So if you're just joining us and we are yet to send where you are watching from. Just go online right now, please, and tell us where you are watching from. Don't worry, Lagos, wherever you are watching from, Abuja, Ghana, Accra, it doesn't matter, just send it. Okay, so there's no perfect place, there's no perfect being. Everybody, we are just working towards perfection. We love to see other people working from African country. Please let us know so we can make a better choice about timing so everybody can benefit from what we do every day. So let's proceed. What is work? Somebody asks, what is work? Work, in my own definition, is that work is the force that creates change. Work creates changes. You will never believe many things that you can do if only you choose to lift up your hands in the morning. You choose to take some step. You choose to sit down and pick up a pen and paper and start writing. If you want to create anything creative, or any creator in life is a function of work. Creativity is the mental work. So work is a force that creates. One, work is a force that invites results. I don't care if you give your life to Christ or you don't. I don't care what you believe or you don't. If you can work, you will invite result. Number 3, work subdue waste. The time that you use on Netflix, you can use those time to read books that can make you a better wife. You can use those time to read books that can make you a better husband. You can use those time to read books that can make you a better Christian. Work subdue. There are waste all over around you all the time. The time you speak on phone is a waste time. If it is not productive, if it's not increasing, if it is not adding value, it's waste. What take waste away from you is work. So when somebody tells me I have a time to spare, no, you don't. Let me tell you the best way to rephrase it. I have a time to waste. That's what you intend to do. That is what you intend to say. Don't tell me, let me tell you something. I've heard of some people said, let me just have a fun time. Fun time. You know, if I give you the definition of fun, you will be surprised. Something that takes your time, money, and energy away. Do I say you should not have a fun time? Sure, you can after you have achieved what you need to do. What are the things you need to do? One, you have to be on employment and you have to be on a deployment. Employment, deployment. In the military, my son asked me today, he said, Daddy, why is the military does not use AM or PM? And I give him a simple answer. Military does not believe in morning, afternoon, or evening. They work round the clock. So if some people, if we break down our shift into 3 shifts, 8 hours, some people start work by 12, they will get off by 8. Some people start by 8, they will get off at 2. And the 2, they go back again. You can see, that is how anything that takes you away from your post as reduces you or invites you into trouble. So what keeps your country safe? Because some people are saving it. So in the same vein, what keeps your life safe is because you are work. Anytime you let down your guard, the enemy will invade your garden. So work creates change that you want. Number 2, work invites result that you want. Number 3, work subdue waste. And number 4, work enlists you for greatness. Put all those together as just the first definition. Don't mind me, I like to talk a lot. So I want you to think about it. The 4 or 5 forces of life: to change, to get result, to subdue waste for, and to enlist for greatness. They are all function of work. So don't tell me you are jobless. No, it's because you don't want to get to work. If somebody tells you to leave, no, the word jobless simply means you are not giving a work that is created by somebody to do. So the word jobless, it means you are not giving an opportunity to work for somebody. So if somebody did not allow you to work for them, I want you to create your own work You can make African dishes and start selling to people. Yes. You can make African, what I call it, spices, things that people don't want to make in their house. How do you know that pizza started? What about Starbucks? How did they start? Whatsoever people cannot create for themselves, you can create for them and make money from it. So don't wait for work. Create the work. I will say that again. Don't wait for work. Rather, create that work. Don't wait on your husband, your wife, your family to give you money. Especially in Africa, when the parent, you can have somebody still living in their parents' house for 30 years. No, you got to stand up and get to work. In America, 16, 15, kids started working, making money for themselves, thinking straight, responsible. Will they make mistake? Yes. So the better they make that mistake, the earlier they make the mistake, the better for them. But if you abort them, I don't want them to make mistakes. No, they have to make mistake regardless. The mistake that you don't allow your kid to make today, they will make it tomorrow. So work is a force that creates change, invite result, subdue waste, and enlist for result. Think about that. Remember, this is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Before we go on the short break, I want you to please right now, if you are watching on Facebook, please click this message and share on your timeline. Are you watching on YouTube? Please, I want you to do the same thing. We have like 5-7 people watching right now. Please, I want you to please click the like button and please share. Let somebody be blessed. Are you on Instagram right now? Please, I want you to do the same. Just help us to propagate this good news of living life. I will be right back. Remember, this is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see God's side of life, your responsibility in life, and your desire to move forward. I will be right back. This is Talk to Life. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. So what I just give you just a tip. Now let us pray and let's get started. Everlasting God, we thank you this morning for the opportunity, the privilege that you have given to every one of us. We thank you. We don't deserve it. But regardless, you look past our wrong, our littleness, our disadvantages, to give us this day, the third day of the month of July in the year 2020. I pray that every ear that hear me today shall be blessed. Every eye that see me today shall be blessed. Strengthen the hands that is weak. Brace up the leg that is feeble. Let there be a solution after this program, and let everybody be blessed. And at the end of it all, we give you all the glory. In Jesus' mighty name. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Well, I don't know your culture, but in my culture in the southwest of Nigeria, when anybody sees you in the morning and they greeted you, and after they greeted you, the next thing they will ask, how is your work? Why will they ask you work after your life? Let me say it. If somebody asks you about, how do I say it? If they say good morning, Ekaro, Sheda Dalaji, I hope you wake up in good way and say, yes, your family, and they will ask you, Ishenko. Ishenko means, how is your work? The question is, why would somebody ask you about work? Without work, there is no dignity. You can be telling me your husband makes a lot of money. One of the reasons why you don't command enough respect from your wife, from your husband, from your family is because you are dependent on them. You can stay home right now. Thank God for pandemic. Do you know you can learn on how to teach parents to take care of their kid in this pandemic? Or now, some parents are frustrated right now. You can do online videos. You can be teaching kids from home to engage them. Somebody will pay you. Don't wait for somebody to come and give you nothing. Don't wait for somebody to come and give you nothing. Stand up and make something work for yourself. Add to your family. Don't wait on your wife. Don't wait on your husband. Move, get up from bed. If you are a pastor, your work is to study the word and preach it. You know, go and visit people in the hospital, pray for them. Be on the phone, checking people's affairs. Make somebody great happen. You will never know so many things you can make happen if you can stand up every day. Don't let Netflix and YouTube to be your best friend. Let your pen, your paper, and your mental faculty to be your friend. You can create something out of nothing. You can create, let me tell you something. You know, I don't know about where other people are watching from, but if you are watching from England or in UK or wherever you are watching from in Europe, I want you to know, think about a time in your life. Think about it. That there come a time in your life that 1 million people who live in Ireland or who live in Europe can give you £1 a month. Let that get you thinking. That you can create a product that 1 million people who lives in Europe can give you £1. Okay, let's say £1 is too much. Can give you €1. No, let's say that is too much. Maybe can give you $1. How would your life be if 1 million people are giving you just 1 unit of their currency? I want you to think about that. There is power in work. Work. After people has asked about your health, your family, they will ask you the next thing. How is your work? I want you to have a different mentality today. Never befriend laziness. Never say hi to idleness. Create enmity between stagnation. When you walk, you move. In biology, one of the evidence of a living thing is growth. It is work that brings growth. If you are not growing, it's because you are not working. When you have a baby, for mothers that are here, when you get to a time that your children supposed, or your child is supposed to be crawling, and if it's not crawling, your brain started thinking, what is happening to my kid? You have to take that child of yours to the hospital to start, for the doctor to start examining and to see what is happening. If they tell you nothing is wrong, that the child is just slow to walk, you will have concern inside of you. Why would you be thinking that way? It's because when you're supposed to walk, crawl, you don't crawl. That means when you're supposed to walk, you won't walk. When you're supposed to run, you will run. And when you're supposed to fly, you will never fly. And life is about crawling, walking, flying. I want you to know, now is the right time for you to get to work. If you are a musician, start singing. Rehearse 8 hours a day. You know, we see the soccer player, they play for just 90 minutes on the football pitch. But the last time I watched a YouTube video about Ronaldinho, and they asked him, he said, how do you do very well in the game? He said, I rehearse or I practice a day minimum 8 hours. Listen to this. Whatsoever you cannot do for 8 hours, you are not bound to do it. Learn. If you are a musician, don't just wait on people. Learn how to play musical instruments. and record your own song. If you love to cook, there's a lady, I don't just follow people on YouTube, there's a lady I'm following on YouTube right now. All she does is just to cook. All she does is just to cook. She have almost 500 followers on YouTube. Do you know how much she'll be making from that? Somebody said, no, I don't know what to do. No, you can do wherever you are. You can teach people how to read keys and record it on YouTube. YouTube, if you have a particular number of followers, they will pay you. If you are a lady and you have experienced a lot of good life in about marriage, why can't you teach people how to be a good wife? No, think about it. Why can't you read a book and summarize it and put it on YouTube? And people watch and they pay you. Let me tell you something. If you are not generating income, it simply means you are not working. Think about it. This is Talk to Life. Early Money Unlimited Inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I will be right back. Talk to Life. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, Early Money Unlimited Inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Do you want to see my face right now and you are on YouTube? Do you want to see my face right now and you're on Facebook? Please follow me on Instagram. Please, I want your place at I am Rotimi Ade. Then you're going to see my face. You're going to see my face on Instagram. Please, I want you to follow me there and see me live right now. So today, July 3rd, 2020, we are on a subject of work, W-O-R-K. Don't ever think that somebody owes you anything. Bishop Adedokun said something. He said when you are 18, no, when you are 15, he said nobody's responsible for your life but you. He said once you are 20, he said how your life ends is a function of your choice. 15, nobody's responsible for you but you. But at 20, where you end is where is the end of you. So this morning, what is your excuse? Or excuses, however you want to put it. You have good reason to fail, and life will have good reason not to reward you. You complain about your parent, you complain about your pastor, you complain about the government, you complain about your spouse, your kid, your health, you can complain, it doesn't matter. Complain complicates things. Let me get back to work. Now, there are 3 types of work, in my own view. If you know of another one, let me know. That's what we call mental work. Brain work. And why I put mental work first is because mental work is the one that supersedes all other works. Mental work is creative. Mental work plan. Mental work comes with a procedure to get things done. Mental work directs. Mental work is in charge of other works. What I mean by mental work is that right now, Mark Zuckerberg have an idea of Facebook. When Facebook blew, he cannot undo by himself again. If you go and study Facebook, every button that you can click on Facebook is being handled by a different department. The messenger is handled by a different department. The profile, the pages, the groups that you create, each different department. Now, because of the pandemic, and they realize that Zoom has taken over the video conference stuff. So Facebook created another department to create a video department. You will never know that once you start a mental work, you cannot finish it yourself. You need people to support you. So mental work is at the peak of all work, in my view. So the next work is called physical work. Physical work is the work that you receive order from people to go and get it done for them. Somebody has vision, has a template, and you can take it and run with it. But I want you to know, no matter how you work and work and work, if your work is limited to physical, can be touched, can be smelled, can be doing this, nobody needs, you need to be there. I just bought a course for my son. This guy did this course in Nigeria in how to develop website. In the United States, it's very expensive, and I saw it for just 10,000 naira. This guy has recorded this thing long time ago, and over 300 people has bought it for 10,000 each. It took time to record something for like maybe 5 hours, and he has sold it for 300 people at 10,000 naira. Do the calculation. Write it down. If you are not desiring to sit down, you will always stand up to serve people. So mental work, physical work, and the next one is called spiritual work. The most dangerous thing in life is this. If you are good mentally and your physique is ready, if you don't know how to get involved in spiritual work, mental work and physical work will disappear. Spiritual work is the work that secures your mental work. It guides your spiritual work. It makes you to retain your work, because we live in a world of wickedness. You are good doing what you like without causing any trouble by any means, but some people are subject to cause you trouble. So if you are not looking for their trouble, they will look for your trouble. So the only way you can defend your work is by spiritual work. What is spiritual work? Spiritual work simply means the capacity, the idea to connect to the spirit being in order to take care of you on earth. It is the force, the capacity that will make you to connect with the higher being, spirit being, so he can come back and take care of you on earth. When you can pray, when you know God, when you sow seed, when you connect with spiritual mentors, when you have somebody who is watching over you spiritually. Somebody say, what are you talking about, Rotimi? Well, let me tell you something. This word, W-O-R-L-D, has been given to some men. That is why you cannot doubt it that the most powerful man on earth is Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States. The most powerful person in your country is your president. Okay. Why would he be the person that gives order on the military goal without hesitation? Why? They have the capacity. That's why they said is the one in power. So for you to be empowered on earth, there must be a connection in the realm of the spirit. So spiritual work is at the bottom, because without it, your mental work and your physical work cannot last. I want you to think about it. This is Talk to Life. Early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, happy to see God's provision, your responsibility, and when both comes together, you have a desire and you deserve to move towards the future. To this morning, 3rd of June in the year 2020, I've briefly given to you a definition of greatness. I've given to you why is that after people greet you about your health, ask about your health and your family, the next thing they ask you is about work. And I've given you 3 types of works. Now let me proceed to 2 secrets of work. Number 1, living without working It's simply dying without knowing. If you sit down at home doing nothing, watching movie, you are not reading books, you are not taking classes, you are actually dying inside of you. Don't you know when you sit down on a particular spot forever and you don't move around to do push-ups, to do anything, to just walk, your leg will be swelling up. Do you know why? Because once you sit down in a particular place, blood is not moving. I don't study biology, but if you are a medical person, help me out here. On your heart, there's a blood that pumps in, another one goes out through your vein and arteries. So those blood are working. That is why your heartbeat can it's a beat. So your heart is working, the blood is flowing. Anytime the blood that's supposed to go through your heart is blocked by something, stroke settings. So everything that keeps you walking is working. I will say that again. Everything that keeps you living is working. So if you are not working, you are behind the camera. And if you are behind the camera, everybody will see you. Why is it your heart is important? What makes your vein, your cell, your organ, your tissue, your system, your body system, what makes them work? What makes you living is because something is working. Even the Bible said in Psalm 121 verse 1, it said, God that keeps you, neither sleep nor slumber. Why? God is always working, watching over you. So if you are not working and you sit down in a place, then there is a fold in your knees, in your body. The blood is slowed down. Why? You don't allow them to go. Pumps in and out. You are missing the rhythm. So anytime you are missing the rhythm, you are in a studio. When the guitar is supposed to come in, it doesn't come in. The keyboard is going to fail. When the keyboard fails, all the percussion, the drum set, the conga, everything will fail. And when they fail, they become noise. When the beat is aligned, it's melody. When it's not, it becomes noise. Why is it that you are frustrated every time? It's because you are lazy. Don't use any other word. Lazy, but lazy, and that is it. Work is not mean you report to office. Work simply means you are using your mental faculty, your body, and you are using your spiritual capacity. That is what I call work. So living without working is dying without knowing. Number 2, secret of work is this. If you are being ashamed in everything, you have asked for your husband for money, you have asked for your wife for money, you have asked for friends for money, and they said no to you, you know what? You are actually inviting shame to yourself. So how do you get away from shame? Is for you to work. Work simply removes shame away from you. I was preaching one day and the Holy Spirit tells me this. There are some ladies a man can never attempt to divorce. Who are they? If on your husband's birthday, you just go there and give him the latest car of his choice. Maybe 2020 Jeep, Sedona that he needed. He needed a new house for you guys in maybe in Koi, in big places in Lagos, around the world. You pay off the house, you bet him a car. If he attempted to slap you one day, if you remember those gifts, he will hang his hand up. Because you know when he slaps you, the house is gone. The guy is gone. What am I talking about this morning? Is that take responsibility by work. You are responsible if you are working. So work takes away shame, and works take away dying. Think about it. This is Talk to Life. Early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I will be right back. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see God's provision in life, your responsibility in life, and then put it together. It's going to give you your desire to get the best of life. So if you are just joining us, I have given us today the definitions of work. Why is it that after health and family, the next thing people are going to ask you is work? 3 types of work. And I've given you 2 secrets of work. Right now, I'm going to be giving you 7 nuggets of work. Number 1, work tells your helpers about you. There are some people God has created to support your vision, your dream, your aspiration. If you have not gathered yourself together to start what you are supposed to do or you ought to do, those people will never see you. Let me tell you something. The 2 examples of people that somebody was working, another person was another person was seeing that person work and enjoying him. The example of him, the person is Bishop David Adedokun. Bishop started ministry, and Bishop Abioye was serving, and find him, and they started. Bishop Abioye followed Bishop because he saw him working. There are many pastors in Daystar, Reverend Sam Adeyemi, that they saw Reverend Sam working, and you know what happened? They joined the wagon. Most of them have their own churches right now. And let me tell you something. If you are not doing what you're supposed to do, some people will not see you to learn what you're supposed to do. And if they don't learn it, you have stopped the flow. Expansion will not be there. So there are some helpers of destiny, but they need to see you first working. Work invites your helpers. Number 2, work announces you to your world. I'll be able to talk to people from different places in the world, calling me on YouTube, on Facebook, talking to them. I never know them. Why? When you are doing something and it gets to your helper will spread your tentacles and you begin to attract multitude. So the only thing that announces you, imagine I don't do this video. Every Sunday I preach twice. Every day I preach once. Why? That is my work. That is my drive. That is where my energy goes. That is the purpose, things that is happening inside of me. Every day Holy Spirit talks to me and I think, so I put everything together to get to the word. How do I have what to say every day? Let me tell you something. If you are a worker, there is always an access for inspiration. If you are a worker, there is always access for inspiration. Why you are stuck is because you are not disposing. Whatever comes to you, you be a flow, be a channel, let it go. When God knew you needed more to spread, He's going to bring more. Let me get back to my point. I don't want to deviate. Work tells your helper about you. Work announces you to your word, and the work connects you to your resources. Don't tell me you need money. No, you need your time, and you need to step out. Jesus did not need money to come to ministry. Bishop Oyedepo did not need money to come to ministry. You needed your purpose, discovery of purpose, visualize the future, dream big, and plan the next one. Take action. Remove those 5 things from this word, nothing more. I will say it again for the benefit of those who want to write it down. 1, discover your purpose. Why am I breathing? Why am I living? Why did God spare me till now? Then sit down, visualize the future. Even know what the purpose of which God sent you to this world. Then see what is happening. One of my vision in life, and I'm still believing God for it, is that I want to build in Nigeria and the United States people to meet every Christian couple who want to marry for the first time, and they are looking for a way to get an apartment for themselves or buy a house for themselves. No, we want to create a housing unit that is called Eden. There, people will live, first Christian couple, and watch my words, I know what I'm talking about. First time Christian couple will live in that apartment house for free for entire year. The only qualification is going to be, are they giving their life to Christ? Number 2, are they really in love or is it just a fake? Number 3, are they working? Do you have what they are that gave them money? So we're going to feed them for the entire year for free. We're going to give them housing for free. After that 1 year, they proceed with their life. That is my vision. That is my dream. So every day announces it. My purpose is to teach people the secret things of God, to raise kings and queens. That is my purpose in life. Why am I doing all this? I'm doing it because it's a seed. And one day the seed will fall on the right ground. What am I talking about? I'm talking about discover your purpose. Visualize the future. Set a goal. And plan. After plan. Pam, walk on water like Peter. Don't worry. Jesus Christ is there to take you up. Just walk. 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 Walk tells your helpers about you. Work announces you to your word. Work connects you to your resources. There is always somebody who has the money to help you out there. But if you don't start, that person cannot. Number 4, work creates space for you. No matter where they say there is no space, if you are a worker, work will create space for you. Number 5, work lead you to the top. No matter who has been to the top before you, if you are a worker, work will lead you there. A lot of people have been preaching before Bishop David Oyedepo started ministry. Pastor Eneche, Ebiome, they just started ministry and they building the biggest church in the world. How did you get there? This guy don't sleep like their mentors. You tell me, no, everybody, there's no space in your workplace again. No, you pray to God to create a problem and tell God to give you the solution. Then they will create space for you. What are you talking about? Think about it. Do you think there was space in Egypt when Joseph became the second man in command? Do you think there was space in the palace before Esther was called upon? Let me tell you something. If your time is now, there will be space for you. Vashti have to be dethroned for Esther to come in. An emergent space was created for Joseph to sit in. Think about it. Think about it. Don't tell me there is no space. When you work will lead you to the top. Number 6, work silence your competitor. Many people somebody have asked me, say, Rotimi, what you are doing will not work. Just forget about it. You know, we started with nobody watching on YouTube. We started with nobody watching on Facebook. We started with nobody watching on Instagram. Now at least one person is watching on all of this. The same way into you. To you. So you know how to cook. Go and start planning things. Record it. Put it on YouTube. Let people mock you. God will make you. Let people mock you. God will make you. Never in life start big. I will say that again. You cannot afford to start big. You can start where you are and God will make you big. Yes. That's exactly what I mean. You know, the weight of success is more than the weight of failure. If you know the things that I do every day, you will be surprised. Where I am right now, if this is the place God started with, it's going to be a crash. I promise you this program is going very far place. You'll be surprised. All you need to do is just help. Contribute your own self, yourself to people. And God, Mike Murdoch said, whatsoever you make happen for one, God will make happen to you. Why can't you right now take a pause and share this program? You are helping 2 people. You are helping somebody to hear it, and you are helping me. You are spreading the work of God through my hand. Simple. If you start your own life from hearing this, then somebody is going to support you too. But if you refuse to, Number 6, work silent. Your competitor. Don't worry, people will say, no, what you are doing cannot work. They've said a lot of me. Even my siblings tell me, no, it's a lie, I'm not going to US. Until I get to US before they believe. Same father, the same mother. The last nugget here is that work invites you to the realm of the spirituality. When you walk to a particular place, you'll be invited. People of the higher capacity, caliber, will be inviting you. Why? When you have done something to prove a point, then you'll be called upon to come and get your word. I want that to be written, please. When you have done work to get to a place, you have proved a point. Some people are up there to give you your worth. That is why overnight, you will see somebody that just doesn't have anything. The person has blown. They've given a platform. Why? It's not that day that the person started. The person has been working behind the camera. So when there's time, they will bring him in front of the camera. So when you have worked to prove a point, there is somebody up there that will give you your worth. So think about it. Work announces you to your help, tells you about to your helper. It tells you to your helper. Work announces you to your word. Work connects you to your resources. Work creates space for you. Work leads you to the top. Work silences your competitor. And work invites you to the realm of the spirit. I will be right back. This is Talk to Life. Early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Welcome back. We are running out of time. Today, I've shared with you a lot. Remember, this is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I'm live right now on Instagram. Do you want to see my face? Please, I want my handle up again. My name first, and I am Rotimi Adedokun. Follow me on Instagram. Do you want to see my face? I'm on Instagram right now, live. Do you want to hear my voice? I'm right now on Facebook and on YouTube. You just hear my voice, but not my face. So, I've given you 7 nuggets of work, 2 secrets of work, 3 types of work, a definition of work. Let me proceed right now. Things about work. What are the things you need to know about work? 1, work make things work. If nothing is working for you, it's because you are not working enough. Work dilute, subdue, and crack into the system of failure. You know, as hacker crack into or hack into your system to get what they want, that is how work crack and hack into what is not working. So work make things work. For a marriage to work is work. For you to be promoted is work. For you to keep your marriage is work. For you to be financially free is work. Work makes things work. Work makes things work. Number 2, things you need to know about work. Work make things to grow. If you are working it, it will grow. If you are working it, it will grow. If you work, and remember, people don't know. When I quote scripture right now and I preach every day, if you know me in 2007, you will hate me. If you know me in 2006, you will hate me. I am this guy born in a Christian home, but I cannot revise the Bible. Until that day, when I find myself in redemption camp, first Friday, Holy Ghost service, first Friday in the month of May, in the year 2008, when I gave my life to Christ, and I started working with God, reading my Bible, study, asking help from Holy Ghost. Let me tell you something. You never know where God is taking you to if you can walk your walk. The Bible says, Enoch walked with God. He does not see death. You have to know what that is. I'm a theologian. I have a master in divinity, but I don't want to talk about it. But I want you to know, if you can walk with God in your tithe, in your offering, in your service, in treating people right, the Bible says you will not see death. I'm not talking about physical death, but spiritual death. Death, financial death, you will not see it. Marital death, you will not see it. Family death, you will not see it. You have to understand there is much more to life. Walk with God. Have a covenant. Get into covenant with God. So work make things work, and work make things to grow. You want an increase in your finances? Work. The secret of life is simple. Don't spend more than 70% of your income. Invest 10% into the things of God. Invest 10% to yourself and put 10% to investment. I will say that again. Give God 10%. Give yourself 10%. Invest 10% in other people's ideas and spend the remaining 70%. If you don't follow this rule, no matter where you live, you can never be financially free. Work make things to work. Work make things to grow. Number 3, work trigger fulfillment. There are so many things that God wants to do for you. But right now, because you are not working, those things are not coming to pass. Do you want those things to really want to see what you want to see? Or what God has promised you? Sir, ma, get to work. Sir, ma, get to work. Work make things to work. Work make things to grow. Work initiates greatness. Anytime you are working, you are inviting greatness. I never knew I can write in my life. When I've written to a particular place, I started adding voices to my writing and images. Now we've started something different. Next month or this month, we are working on something, inviting people that have succeeded and making them to share their story. I call it Mentor 101. Many things is working. Anytime you don't have idea, it's because you are not working. Work invites greatness. Greatness comes when you work. There are many things. For example, listen to me. I don't know where you are watching me from. God did not tell Bishop Adedokun about university. Neither did he tell him about the Kingdom Heritage Primary and Secondary School. No. God did not tell Bishop Adedokun about Covenant University. Neither has he talked to him about Landmark University. He gave him a mission. He said the hour has come to liberate the entire world from all oppression and through the preaching of faith, word of faith. And I'm sending you. When Bishop was diligent in that simple statement to preach the word of faith, you know what happened? Inside it was Covenant University. Inside that work was Landmark University. Inside that work was Kingdom Heritage Primary and Secondary School. So inside you right now, inside of you, there is another Facebook, there is another Twitter, there is another Google search engine. But if you don't start what God has given to you, how do you think He's going to give you more? Haven't you heard that if you are not faithful in unrighteous mammon, who is going to commit to you the true riches? Think about it. Work make things to work. Work make things to grow. Work trigger fulfillment. Work initiate greatness. And work invite joy and happiness. Let me tell you something. You will never know how happy I am anytime I get off the studio or get off something like this. I am always happy because on YouTube right now, we have like 12 people watching us. Somebody is on Instagram. Some people are on, are on Facebook. Do you know how many people somebody, little boy like me, is reaching to on our blog, The Secret One? Do you know how many countries that are reading my blog every day? The question is, am I a Superman? One of my friends is watching me on Instagram right now. She knows me. I'm just ordinary boy. But when I heard God and I move, when you heard God and you move, there is joy and happiness in listening and acting on what God tells you. Take that to heart. I will be right back to round it up with 3 things that you can do, that you can call work. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see the things that God has created for you. And I give you responsibility that the things you need to do and much more when what God has created meets what you can do. Come together and give you the force of desire and deserve. So deserve is not desire and desire is not deserve. Today, I have unveiled to you the secret of work. Let me tell you 3 things you need to do to keep yourself work. 1, read. Don't just read books, read people. One of the things that have changed my life because I watch Bishop Oyedepo. Read people, observe. If people are doing what they are doing and they are progressing, if you read them very well, you will follow the same thing. Number 2, be a prayer machine. Many things, remember when Jesus Christ was about to be captured, their body really wanted, the disciples, they really want to pray, but their flesh did not allow them. Prayer simply means connecting your flesh to the heaven. I write every day. Many things are, if God should give me 5 hands, it's going to be very good. Now I'm in the process of, employing people to be writing, to be helping me, employing people to be doing video editing for me and be voicing it. How did I get here? Lord, help me, send me help, strengthen me. Let my feeble hand be strengthened. Let my hand that is going down, be helped. Call for help. Prayer is work. Prayer is work. It's WORK. Work is prayer. Prayer is work. And number 3, learn how to volunteer. Learn how to volunteer. Don't just think it's all about you. It's much more about people. Until you follow some people, nobody will follow you. I want you to think about that. This is Rotimi Adedokun. I appreciate your time, your energy, and your resources to stay up this morning and to listen to me. Please ensure you follow me on YouTube, NewDawnTV. On Facebook, I am Rotimi Ade or Rotimi Adedokun. Or on Instagram, I am Rotimi Ade or type Rotimi Adedokun. Follow me, and I have less than 1 minute. If you have any question or anything you want to ask me, please ensure to add me up on Facebook. Call me anytime. I will pick it and we can talk. Thank you. Remember today, the question for today is this. What are you willing to do to change your life? You can send me a message. I want to read about it. And remember, I am here for you anytime to talk, to listen to you, and to make you to change level. Remember, there are things you must do. And remember, you are designed for royalty, and you cannot afford to settle for less. Work, and work. Work take away shame, and work bring you into greatness. I'll see you tomorrow. Immediately after coming out of a prayer, I will be here to bless your soul again. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Remember, this is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Bye.